lived a young maiden.
More than anything, more than life.
Sad young lad in his cow.
I wish.
Childish baker.
More than life, I wish.
And more than
anything, more than the moon. The king is giving a festival. More than life, I wish. I wish to go to the festival. More than riches. I wish my cow gives some milk. More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I want to choose. I wish to go to the festival.
I wish we had a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You sing around the festival. The festival. The festival. The festival. The King's Festival.
And her father had taken for a new wife
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, look at your dress. People will laugh at you, nevertheless. You still must go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish.
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child! What are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she! How many times must I tell you only she's can produce milk? Why, come in, little girl. I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
Oh, I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you will pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us. And perhaps a sticky bun, or 4 birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and farms. And you those pies, birds, out of the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and farms.
No squeeze pan.
Into the pot. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But Mother, no. He's the best cow.
She's been dry for a week. We have no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her ducks. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. But son, we've no time to sit and hither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I feel you're touched. Into the woods, it's time to go. I need to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected man. Into the woods to grandmother's house. What, grandmother's house? You're certain of your way. The way is clear. The light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should.
Because the baker's father was killed in a baking accident. At least that is what he believed. He was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed. Who might that be?
We've sold our last loaf of bread.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in here now, is there? Ha!
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. Your parents were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed quite an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, lettuce, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and little birds and nests. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I told him in the order in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, braiding my arugula, ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Turn him into stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a snake. I let him have the rabbit I lost to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No! But you had a sister.
The witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought that I'd been more than reasonable, and that we all might be able to live happily ever after. How was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited the garden, my mother warned me that I would be punished if I ever were to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the hole and then bang, crash in the lightning flash. That's another story. Never mind. Anyway, the next day came when I made my claim. Oh, take away the baby. They shrieked and screamed. But I did not. Bitter girl should never be reached. Your father cried. Your mother died. But for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still that far behind. And I laid a little spell on them. Oh, and you too, son. Family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds. And my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. I'm telling you the same. I tell kings and queens that never, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Thanks for the family chat.
Now listen to me. Lead milky white to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Now how much are you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimneys starting to crack. The months are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit there dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. You have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight to the woods and don't delay. You have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey then. Into the woods to sell
for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow is white as milk. 2, the cake as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. And 4, the silver as pure as gold. Bring me these before the charm of midnight, in 3 days' time, and you shall have my guarantee a child as perfect as child can be. Our carriage leaves. Now may go to the festival. A festival? Darling those nails, darling those clothes, legends are one thing, but darling with those, you make us the fools of the festival, and mortify the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone. Now, Father, I wish
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are the...
Witches' beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The
No,
spell's
the
on
spell
my
is on our house.
No,
We must
you are
lift
not
the
to
spell
come
together.
and
The
then
spell is on our house.
Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember me? The cow is white as milk, the cake is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cake is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
So the baker set off to meet the witch's demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
Cow is white as milk,
But
the
how
cake
am I
is red
to
as
get
blood,
to
the
the
hair is
festival?
yellow
I
as
know
corn.
all these and Father's pain is living the season free. That's all I just want to do is live.
It's time to go, it may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods the evening, so I have to take the journey. Into the woods the path is straight, I know, but well I do can tell. Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother. Into the woods to fetch the things.
To make the potion.
Go to the festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get our wish, I don't care how the time is held. Into the woods to sell the cow, into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the
To
potion.
go to the festival. To the woods to grandmother's house. To the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is here, the light is blue. They have no fear, no. The woods are just trees, the trees are just blue. You need to be afraid, there's something in the blade there. Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods who knows the baby hurting on the journey. Into the woods to get the baby race. To see the baby sell the cow, to make the fortune to see to sell, to get to bring, to make to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of 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 the woods, and hope you will enjoy.
the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much, her tears watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can give always expected.
Do you know what you wish? I'm certain what you wish is what you want. If you know what you want, then never wish. Ask not to be, and you shall have your wish. Even clever little tree, silver and gold roll down on me. Oh, I'm a
White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How do you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious, but when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again.
On your way to market? You might have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack.
No, sir.
Not the truth.
Well, you see now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
Now, Jack. Why such a sound?
My mother said I
Your
should...
mother, a boy your age. Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, my mother told me I should... Wake up, Milky White. There are spirits here. Come on.
And so after 2 sticky buns and a half a loaf of bread, the little girl in the red cape was in for a surprise.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's?
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods.
Oh.
Her house stands under the 3 large oak trees.
Ah. Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. And this one's especially lush. Delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? Oh, you're missing all the flowers. The sun will set for hours. Take your
Let
time.
us straight ahead, not to delay, you're being misled.
Come, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Your grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Of the perfection, one grateful, one sorrow, one will make my
Said
dear.
compliment, follow the path that never strays.
Just so, little girl. Any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. Ooh, and look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of the scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stress. I suppose a small delay, training my leg the first bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Good I'll never get that red cape. I'll find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Was it a golden slipper and a yellow cow? Oh no.
Cow is white as milk, cape is red as blood, hair is yellow as corn, slipper is pure as gold.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scar.
You've no business being out alone in the woods. You've no idea what I've come upon here. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No! The spell is on my house. Only I can make the spell on my house.
A cow is white as
Milk! Hello there, man. Oh!
Hello, sir.
And what might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was on my way to market, but I seem to have lost my way.
Then what are you planning to do there?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds! We're going to get 5 pounds.
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you cannot fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
Well, I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans. Beans. We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you think we must.
Beans?
Beans will bring in food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans. These beans carry magic.
What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description. My mother would kill me if I
If
asked
you
her
to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must keep one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly. Well, good luck there, man.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. Old pal, someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans. We've no reason to believe they're magic. Are we to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for that creature. We did him a favor. At least now they'll have some food.
5 beans.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want the child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret
Will
it.
you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? What you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chat.
No, it's not.
If the thing you do is pure and intensive, it's meant and it's just a little bit, doesn't matter.
Yes.
What matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. What? Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beat.
Take the cow and go home. I will handle this in my own fashion. Fine.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest.
keep you guessing, so be sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little world.
It's big enough for me.
Perfect.
Our little world is all it needs to be.
Perfect.
Brushing my hair, combing my hair, only my mother and me and my hair. Our little world is perfect. She just wouldn't drool.
Rapunzel, let down your hand to me. Look at that complexion. Touched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection. Or they wonder and they wander and they run from your little world.
It's all I have to say.
Perfect.
It's everything the world ought to be.
Perfect.
Washing my hair,
Tending her hair.
drying my hair, my hair, and finding
Something we
my
can share.
hair. What do I care what they're doing out there?
If what was growing was only your hair and not her, that I prefer.
Our little world is perfect.
Delicious. I'm changing. Delightful. Exclusive. Exemplary. Perfect.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. A strange name. Strange but beautiful and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand before her tower and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and the loaf of bread.
Where did you get this beautiful cake? I so admire it.
My friend made it for me.
Oh, is that right? I would love a red cloak like this.
You look pretty foolish.
May I look at it?
I don't like you have my cake. Please give it back.
But I want it
Give it
badly.
back, please.
Oh, get the little girl and get the cake.
I just wanted to make certain that you really love this cake. Now go on to your granny's. And you be careful that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather wolf than you any day. Yeah!
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear. How uneasy I feel. Perhaps some sweets. Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what large hands you
The
have.
better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, what a terrible big white mouth you have.
The better to eat you with!
Scarcely had the wolf said that, then with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. both took to bed for a nice long nap.
The grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where is the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten!
Grandmother, ha!
What is that in the corner of your mouth? It looks to me to be a piece of the... I will get that cake from within your stomach! Well, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the kid?
Oh, no, you keep them.
Dang it, how are you?
I'm a baker!
Mother said straight ahead and not to the leg and be misled. I should have heeded her advice. He seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bare, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and swallowed me down a dark, slimy path, where lay secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever at the end of the path, his granny was again, so we waited in the dark until someone sets us free. And we're brought into the light, we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cake and dogwood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. Though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny's right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. You saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me another with the skins from that wolf.
Thank you!
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only adults would exchange a cow for beans. Mother, no! To bed without supper for you. Ah!
little did they know those beans would grow into an enormous stalk and stretch into the heavens.
Are you all right, miss? Yes. I just need to catch my breath.
Oh, what a beautiful gown you're wearing.
Thank you. Are you at the King's Festival?
Uh-huh. Oh, aren't you the lucky one?
Please.
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there!
Excuse me!
Thank you. If a prince were looking for me, I simply wouldn't hide. Well, what brings you into the woods and with a cow? Oh, my husband is somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell. Really? Oh, yes. Now, tell me, the prince, what was he like? Well,
prince.
Yes, well, he's tall. Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming. We did nothing but dance. Yes. And it made a nice change. The prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. He has charm for a prince, I guess. Yes. I don't need a wide range. And it's all very strange. Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve? Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh. To be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. I would give to be in your shoes. Would you over there? An enormous vine. Right next to that little mountain. I mean, Slipper looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky. It's pure as gold. I must get home. Wait! I must have your shoe! Hey! Come back here!
One midnight gone. No, not unties itself. Sometimes the things he was wished for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed. Agreed.
Never the moment all. Or open your mouth. Mother!
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure. Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
Farther from the path.
The closer to the family, the closer to the wine.
One midnight gone.
The service is not just its own prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. You may know what you need, but to get what you want, and see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you
The harder to get, the better to have.
Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods and all before. There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high, you look below at the world you left and the things you know. Little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high, you're on your own in a world like none that you ever know. You're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. Big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. Not to the sky. Only just we made a friend and all, and you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is like your stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you know in the world you've left. And little you own the fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down. You look below the world you know begins to grow. The house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky.
Gold pieces.
Well, I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. But she gave me these 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh, my!
So where's Milky White? Milky! Milky!
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Well, let's go find him. Come on.
Wait, I don't know that I wish to sell.
If you sell, I might buy her back.
I know, but I'm not certain that
5 gold pieces.
You wish more money?
More money is always...
Here, keep these. I'll fetch more.
Wait, I didn't say I go. 5 gold pieces. With this money I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
And could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I am nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I've not thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. You haven't thought about a great many things, have you, son?
Hey, give me back that money. It's not yours.
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is your wish be granted.
Hey, come back here. Oh, damn, give me back. Stop. What are you doing here now?
Oh, I see you the red cape!
Yes, I've the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I've the cape and the cow.
You the cape?
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her.
I've entrusted her to you.
Oh, she might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
What she did.
The cow is gone! Get it back! Get it back!
I was just going to do that. Look, I could give you this.
Don't give me that fool! I don't want to touch that! Have you no sense?
Oh, my sweet Miss Coles. Listen to my Rapunzel and her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She's a talent.
By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the
I shouldn't have left. Now please go back to the village. I will make things right, and then we can just go about our life. No more hunting about the woods for strange objects. No more witches and dim-witted boys and hungry little girls. Go!
Ah, there you are, good brother. Mother and I wondered where you had gone.
I have been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared, like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that. I must confess I too have found a lovely maiden. Oh, she lives here in the woods.
Woods?
Yes, in the top of a tall tower that has no door or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand beneath her tower. I say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of name is that? You jest. I have never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She is as true as your maiden, a maiden, running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond color of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Lithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, cigarette passionate, charming as kind as I'm handsome, and heir to all throne. You are everything maidens could wish for. And why no? Why no? The girl must be mad. You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her whisper hearing her, all the while hearing her. Hanging misery, although it's different for each. Always 10 steps behind, always 10 feet below. That can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other.
No, get the hair. Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy in a red hat with a sunny though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't wish to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
Oh, there have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes, well, I've not seen your son today.
I hope he didn't go back up that beanstalk. Quit while you're ahead, I say. Jack! Jack! Milky! Milky!
Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her?
Thank you.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
But I'm here to see that your wish is granted.
You caused enough trouble already. Keep out of my path! Ha!
To the due east, just beyond the woods. I hope there are no witches to encounter here. Rapunzel, Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me! Is that you, my prince?
Yes.
Excuse me for this.
So with the third article in hand, the baker's wife is about to come upon the tipsy owner of the fort.
You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Slippers! They're not much suited for these surroundings, actually. They're not much suited for dancing either.
What? I'd say those slippers were as pure as gold.
Oh, yes. They're all you could wish for.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for just one.
One is not likely to do you much good.
Was the ball just as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes, and
And they have far too much food.
no, Prince. Is the Prince?
He knew who I really was. Oh,
Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh,
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And I'm not in the mood. The prince must really have taken a liking to you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Where did he go? The Prince, of course.
Yes, he went in that direction. But we'll never reach them.
We would have if that mongrel with the cow had molested us.
Let me just compare this over the after all.
We must compare our hands, of course. Over there.
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes, I'm the coward. Only 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your cord.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower. But she got away.
We've one entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
Takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us who came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. You swear to change. You can tell if you do. It takes 2.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I fear we'd stay the same forever. And then, out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
Fun to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can't do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us. It's a pair of us, each accepting our share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know I'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the change is last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and woods, just the 2 of us, beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want 4, we have none, we've got 3. We need 1, it takes 2.
Oh, Providence, my Milky White! And the odors. And my pen.
Look, this head is dropped in my hand.
A golden egg! I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'm taking my cow.
Whoa! 5 gold pieces?
I never said I would sell, but you took the 5 gold pieces.
You would take money when you were a child?
Milky White is dead. No! Tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it! Just 2 days ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit and getting a cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I think it best that you go for a cow, as I have been making the golden slipper these previous eves and feel I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
That is simply
Fine!
Fortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affection for the prince.
What did I clearly say? Children must listen.
No, please!
What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Ah, but I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you.
No!
Yes, you are ashamed of me.
No!
You are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
And I was not company enough.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home, I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me, the world is dark and wide. Stay a child while you can be a child. I gave you protection, yet you disobeyed me.
But did you think I would stay in that tower forever?
You lied. You didn't tell me you had a visitor. I will not share you. But I will show you a world you have never seen.
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow? Go!
What a beautiful case.
Stay away from my cake! Or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits!
What a woman, I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us, and I got to skin the animal. Best of all, Granny gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe this egg came from that hen. Where did you get this egg?
I stole it from the kingdom of the giants. Up there. And if you think this is something, wait till you see this golden harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you having to touch it.
Of course it does. Well, why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
Hey, I'm not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise.
Oh!
And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns onto which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. Over here. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares. Knowing this time I'd run from him, he spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock where you're standing. You're stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, that's enough. Would be his response. And then even who you are, do you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince could envision? Although how can you know you are till you know what you want, which you don't, so then which do you pick? When you're staying out of sight of yourself, but where everything's wrong, or where everything's right, and you know that you'll never be wrong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all, but you're there though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot at stake, but you've stalled long enough, cause you're still standing stuck in this stuff, and the steps better run along home. And avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'd be better off there. There's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry off your shoes and come out the blue. And without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe. And then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too.
And I've learned something too.
Something you never knew.
And I've learned something too
That
that
I never knew before.
in the land of the giants.
What's that number? Don't come any closer to that. Please just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
No, I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I needed. Oh, here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean? Oh, nonsense! Oh, don't do that! I have already given up one shoe this evening. I'm leaving up there to give up another. I need that shoe to have a child. That makes no sense. Does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Nothing will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
And the cow.
And the slipper we both wore.
I will take this to the prince, and we will sense the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
Give it to me. It's mine. I heard this cost me my life.
Yeah! Oh.
What was that noise?
Sir, just a bolt of lightning in a fog king.
How dare you take off in search without me?
My apologies, sir. I just thought
In other what you thought, I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she ran down, remained the maiden slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so. It did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper. Give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appeared, I seemed deleterious, but when explained...
Shut up!
Do as he says. He's obviously
some sort, and we only need one.
There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard my son coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe. When he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell. But there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, then there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, is he not?
It's such a thought, I would suppose. The third midnight is near. Give all the objects.
Yes.
Slipper, hair.
Take go.
Ah! This cow does not look as white as milk to me. Oh, she is. This cow has been caught in the flour.
Had a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Well, where is she? She's dead.
We thought you prefer a live cow.
Of course, I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You could do that.
Now!
Mother!
There you are. I was worried sick.
Mother, look! The most beautiful heart.
Oh, you've spoken too much. You could have been killed coming down that plan. Here, look.
What's happening?
Milky White is dead, but don't worry. They're bringing her back to life.
Oh, my Milky White! Now I have two friends, a cow and a heart.
White, feed the objects to the cow. What? You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Feel this. I'll do it. She only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
All ingredients. Forget about a child.
No, what is just one moment? We follow your instructions. One, that cow was as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
Two, the cake was as red as blood.
Yes.
Three, the slipper was as pure as gold.
Yes.
Six,
Yes.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
You what? What were you doing there?
I haven't any time to
I touched that hair. Don't you understand? I did not touch the ingredients. No!
The corn! There's silky hairs in the corn! Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow, quickly! Come here.
It's a better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight. Your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
So, now, please.
Yes, meet your father.
Father, I thought you died in a baking accident.
Not now.
It's getting she's milking.
Into the cup.
Give me that.
We've given you what you wish.
Now, when can we expect the child?
What's wrong?
Oh, what's happening?
Where are you going? All is repaired.
Oh no, he's dead.
Having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there will be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness that night her beads were stolen, was returned to her former state of youth and beauty. After after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the shoe to Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe. Darling, I know what we do. We'll have to go. Whether it's right, you can sit or rise. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. Climbed the prince on the horse and rode off to become his bride.
This one is not right, that's true.
So the prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
My only kids, darling, be still. Pick up the heel and it will. And when there is white, with such a light, you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but as she was being helped on the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other doctor?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a stunted little kitchen wench which his late wife left behind. But she's much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the mud-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until one day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar he went toward it. Rapunzel, overjoyed, fell into his arms, weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes. And the touch restored his vision.
I'll get you as soon as you learned your lesson. Who are you? Well, surely you remember. Boo! Mother! This is who I truly am! Well, come with me, you'll be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me. You and those beautiful babies. Please. You give me no choice. Okay.
Like these. In exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with
I see your prince has found you.
Yes, thank you for the slipper. I didn't think I'd win a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think I could be so happy.
And it came to pass that all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and all those that deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey over. All is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended. Ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have been ended. The reverses wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter for forever. After.
Happy now and happy and happy ever after.
And confused, and the past would often swerve. Never conscious,
It's amazing.
but they never lost their nerve.
And they reached the right conclusions.
And they got what they deserved.
No sorrow, no sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Tomorrow and forever after.
Breathing, I'm saying I'm fine, I'm smoke, we were happy. It's fun, we were blind, and we went into the woods together, wishing I were really blind. Yeah, I was perfect. I had everything with beauty, I had power. And a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods again, I wishing I were ordinary. We were unworthy, we're happy now, I'm happy, and as well as ever after. Happy is our common sense, and worthy of our gifts, it tends to be happy. And forever, you will see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be careful. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. Don't sleep, don't sleep, don't stop at any means. Don't happily make a choice. You mustn't stop, you mustn't hurt, you mustn't hold. Don't speak, don't pass it down. You must not be hurry, next to the words, you wish to be right. You can't just wish to get your wish. Go into the woods, but not this way. The wish is not simple. Into the woods, and do the way you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the down and make perhaps what you can tell. Into the woods to live the spell.
Into the woods to lose the glory.
Into the woods to have the child.
To plant the pigs.
To get the money.
To save the house.
To build the walls.
To find the boulder.
Under the king to act, to beg, to give, to take, to kill, to give, to go to the festival, into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out the woods.
To be continued.
And happy ever
Once upon a time. Later.
I wish
In the same far-off kingdom
more than anything,
lived the young
more
princess,
than life,
the lad Jack,
more than what I wish.
the baker and his family.
No, I wish more than anything, more than the moon. I wish to come to a festival, More than wish the time has come for a festival,
More than Christmas.
I wish the kingdom of the sky. I wish we had more room.
Another room, but despite some minor inconveniences, they were all quite content.
I never thought I'd live a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection. I never thought I could be so happy.
Not an unhappy moment,
you'd think we'd be this rich.
Unbelievable objection. I thought I could be so happy.
Happy now, happy here, just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Lots of pets with my cat.
Darling, I must go now.
Bye.
We should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such as you regret them. Better not go them to never get them.
I would be perfect life.
So
Be a perfect
I would
love.
see it be so happy.
I never thought I'd love my life. I would settle for another.
Then to become a wife.
when he's older. He had to go through thick and thin.
I never thought I'd be so much like I've been. I'm so
Done this to our house.
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden. You garden. Look!
Destroyed.
What has happened? It's thrown to the ground. I saw nothing. How could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints. Who could do such a thing? Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever seen a bear with 40-foot feet? A dragon? Scorch marks usually their legs.
Manticore?
Imaginary.
Griffin?
It's stinks.
Giant?
Awesome. Very, very awesome.
A giant.
A giant indeed. Our friends were about to come across a force much greater than their collective self.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. You wouldn't count on the family to snuff out a rat. The giant will all have to go to battle. The giant's the worst. The giant has a brain. It's hard to outwit a giant. The giant is just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just expendable. But beneath its foot boots with
We are moving.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
Here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack was home with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother he feared there was a giant in the land.
Well, I can recognize the giant's footsteps. Maybe I can go to your house and
No such thing. See,
Any help at all would be greatly appreciated.
I am sorry, but you'll get none from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you volunteering to come to my aid.
Giants in your backyard is one thing, a crushed home is quite another.
Listen, young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
And so when the baker arrived at the castle, it was the princess who received the news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madame. This small man insists on speaking with you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where have you seen a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see.
Then how do you know that there's a giant in the land?
Our house was destroyed, and there are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you the door.
Wait!
Nearby house was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
That giant has already been slain. Now wait,
Please! We have a young child. Princess, our child was very difficult to come by.
I know.
His safety is of great importance to me.
Of course.
I'll be entirely through now.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you!
I'm going off to sell the harp, Jack.
Mother, no.
Jack, listen to me. We can't have that harp around here when there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
Mother, if I could help, maybe
I cannot. Promise me, son, won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise. Promise!
I got promise.
What happened to your house?
We had a baking accident.
baking accident.
No use frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Ugh. I guess Granny will just have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I wouldn't carry.
Why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find my house collapsed as if a big wind just blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? What Thomas Gray? What kind of trouble? No, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods on a sporting. Good idea. I will disguise myself and go and see what's wrong. Thank you, friends.
We'll take you to Granny.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
All right, I will take you.
You don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
Yes, but not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right. We'll take you. I'm not about to stay here with a baby and a wind might return to this house too.
I know Mother made me promise, Milky White, but we're gonna find that giant anyway. To the woods, go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the webs we've been before we got to here. Into the woods away from here.
To the woods to find a giant.
To Grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not so late, it's just enough. Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the wind is so strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay a giant.
Into the woods to shield the joy, friends.
Find a future.
To shield
Slay. Find.
to ride.
To battle.
To see what the trouble is.
Right.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here? There's a giant running about. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company all my life, then blinded my prince, and banished me to a desert where I had little to eat and again no company, and then bore twins. Because of the way you treated me, I will never, never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Oh, Rapunzel, wait! Rapunzel!
Brother! What a surprise. Brother, how good to see you. What brings you into the woods today? I am investigating news of a giant.
You? Investigating news of a giant. Father would not even do that. That is business for your steward or less.
Well, what brings you to the wood?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off.
She's a changed woman. She's been subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower, like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. Ha! No, it's unbreakable. Inside don't ask it, a maiden, alas, just as unwakeable was unmistakable. Agony is the way always gone.
having gone. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always in thrall, most to anything, almost for something asleep. If it were not for the thicket, it's no trick, is it thick? It's the thicket, the quickest is pick it apart with a stick. Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood. Well, it's sick, it's no sicker than your thing with pores. Pores are very upsetting. Not forgetting that achievable mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Cry up their fears. What unbearable bliss! Agony that can cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my Godspeed to you, brother.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers not only lost their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
He went up the town.
Maybe you forgot the way.
That's the street.
Was straight, now there is no path.
Where's the street? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No,
Just have to find Granny's without the path.
but Mother warned me never stray from the
The
path.
path is straight from you. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
And I warned you that you can't count on a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best if we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
Oh no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans. And there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong. The giant is a woman.
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There's no lad here! We haven't seen him!
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
We'll get him for you right away. Don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wind. It's because of you and the mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and then he stole our gold, our hen, and our harp. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him. You're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
Girl is telling the truth!
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her. I no longer have my powers. If I did, you think I'd be standing here with all of you? Now we'll have to give us someone. The stupid. Is it your line of duty to sacrifice your life?
I'm not giving up my life on anyone.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, These are not people familiar with making choices. Their entire experiences in the woods had no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead? How dare you! Oh, put them out of their misery.
You're not that miserable.
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue in question. The banality of stories such as these dictates that they... I'm sorry, I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
Not one of us.
Always on the outside.
But that's my role. You must understand there must always be someone on the outside.
Well, you're going to be on the inside now.
You're making a big mistake.
Nonsense!
You have to have an objective observer to pass the story along.
Well, some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
Listen, if you drag me into this, you'll never know how your story ends. You'll be lost.
Wait. He's the only one who knows the story.
You think your story will have a happy ending if you have to tell it yourself? Oh, think of your baby.
Stop it. He's right. Let him go. Put that knife away. Put it away.
Well, no, that's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There must
This is not the lad.
Don't try. Why did you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too.
We might have thought of something else.
If it were up to you people, a decision would never be made.
Now that he's gone, we'll never know what happened next.
We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No! He's just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for a magic bean.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
We suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who has been trouncing through our kingdom?
Be quiet.
I'll find my son and you'll never find him. You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
If you don't go back this instant, we'll get you for all you've done.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Rapunzel, stay here.
The boy is hiding in the windmill.
If he is not, I will return and find you.
She's in poor condition.
Wake up. Don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt.
I'll do all I can.
Promise.
Oh, what I promised!
No. Come away from there.
You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content, safe behind walls, as I could not? No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to learn. From something you love to something you lose.
Life was so steady, and now this. When are things going to return to normal?
We must be leaving if we are to arrive before nightfall. Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom. We can't take everyone. A fool says nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. We have to stay here and find our way out of this together.
Young man, some people are cut out to battle giants. Others are not. And as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on the wall.
You shouldn't say that. You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish?
How many wolves have you carved up? A wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother!
Stop it!
I suggest we find the boy and give the giant what she
But
wants.
if we give her the boy, then she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, makes amends.
Yes, they'll return what he stole.
You people are so blind. It's because of that boy that there's a giant in our land. Now, while you continue talking about the problem, I'll find that boy. And I will serve him to the giant for lunch.
Are we going to let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, stay here with the baby.
They'll fan out and increase our chances of finding him. You stay here with the baby. I do not want you roaming about the woods.
You would leave our child alone with her?
Yes, the baby is asleep. He'll be safe with the girl.
What if the giant would return?
The giant will not harm them. I know.
How do you know?
I know.
Oh, what?
What if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing?
You stay here with the baby!
Please.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not really.
Seems like you do.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh. I see.
That's him. Jack! Jack! You stay here with the baby.
But I want to come too.
No, you will both be safer here.
Don't go too far.
I'll only go 100 paces. If I don't find the boy, come right back. 1, 2, 3. Jack! Hello, sir.
Hello?
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And why are you alone in the woods?
Actually, I came with my husband. We were looking
He
at...
would let you roam alone in the woods.
No, actually, it was my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice. A brave.
Great.
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. No, wait just one moment. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
Of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment, skies may fall. Any moment.
But this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. With feelings, let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant, best to take the present as a present for the moment.
Jack? Jack? What's wrong, Miss? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave is destroyed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Oh, don't say that.
It's true, you wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on loose.
I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
No, not all princes.
You look just like a princess, but dirty. You are the princess, but dirty!
Please get up. Please get up. I am not a princess here. I must return to the castle.
You haven't heard the castle has been set upon by the giant.
And the prince.
We came upon the royal family. He wasn't with them. You must come with me. You'll be safe in our company.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant.
Oh, the giant.
I have almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. A moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is of moment when you're in the woods. Now I am off to slay a giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shan't forget you, how brave you are to be alone in the woods. And how alive you've made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did the prince really kiss me? And kiss me, and kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was that wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what isn't about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, no one lives in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? Here's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never reach these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never and? That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, and you'd never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment you can live in the woods. And to get what you wish, only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. forget it for a moment, though. Just remembering you had an end when you're back to war. Makes the war mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods.
Back by me, right?
She said she would only go 100 paces. I'm sure she'll return.
No, I better look for her. In which direction did she go?
Look what I found. Please don't let her give me to the giants. And I thought the giant wants you. You're hurting me.
Leave him alone.
Where did you find this? Where is my wife?
She's dead. I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree. Sobbing over her like she was his own mother. How awful.
How could this happen?
I buried her in a footprint.
What was I thinking? I should have just stayed with her.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Oh, wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now it's time we give this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat. People wait for him.
No.
This is no time to be soft-hearted. He's going to the giant. And I'm taking him there.
Yes. He's the one to blame. It's because of you that the giant is not mixed in. My wife is dead!
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my count for beans. So without those beans, there had been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute! Magic beans for a child so old that I had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, I must have persuaded you to steal that gold!
It's your fault.
No, so it's your fault!
No,
Yes, it is.
it's not. It's true. Wait a minute. Though I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes.
No, it isn't. I kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get the cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place. Oh, then it's his fault.
So-
it was his fault.
No, yes, it is. It's his.
Wait a minute. Though I chopped on the at all at once.
Couldn't you have gone back up again?
Really?
Really, did you need that hand?
But I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault, Len. Is it not about the harm in the
The heart, yes.
She wouldn't dare me to.
Dare me to?
You dare me to. She said that I was scared too. She dared me. So it's your fault.
If you hadn't dared it to,
Without the heart, well, I wouldn't be in trouble in the first place.
she had raised him in the first place.
Why did she be in the first place? Her fault. She's responsible. She's the one to blame. Her fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last week. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be moon squish. Told a lie, stole a gold, broke a little vow. Did you know? Had to get your Fritz, had to get your cow, had to get your wish. Doesn't matter how, anyway, it doesn't matter how. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splash, nothing but a vow. give her the boy. Someone they can blame. Fine, if that's the thing they enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy.
No.
You're so pure. Stay here and in time mature and grow up to be them. So let's fly, you and I, far away. I'm the hitchhiker, but no one believes I'm the witch. They're all lies and thieves like your father, just like you will be too. Oh, why bother? They'll just do what they do. It's the last midnight. So goodbye, all coming at you fast. Midnight, soon you'll see the sky fall. Jack, you wanna be? No, have another bean. Beans, baby, making you rich. Clever than they saw. Here you want some more. Listen to the broad jack by the score. You can blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's cast. Midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. Squirming in the mess you made. Fix it on your own. Time for me to go afraid. Back to what I know. Back to long ago. Safe inside the world that I'm from. And I'm ugly and spurned with my past returned. And I fear midnight's here. Time to disappear. Mother, here I come. Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I should have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes, maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
Wait, we need your help.
You don't understand. My wife is the one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
But you would leave your own child?
My child would be happier in the arms of a princess.
No, please, wait!
Jack.
I thought you were dead.
Not completely.
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you that all this has happened.
I went into that garden to get your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. And when she died, I ran from my guilt. And now aren't you making the same mistake?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. No more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die when we don't.
What?
We disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, countrymen, where do you have in mind? Not to take care unless there's a fire. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kinds. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, you do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is son, the farther you run, the more you fear undefined. For what you have left undone, and more, what you've left behind. You disappoint me, leave a mess, we dry what we left.
Disappoint, turn, I guess, forget, though we won't. Like father, like son. No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store? All the children, all the giants, no more.
I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. It's all right. He always cries when I hold him.
Well, now what are we to do?
We must have a plan before the giant returns.
What kind of plan?
We all have to think.
If there was just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Maybe not.
Good friends, I need your help. The prince did what? I don't care. What's important is that we find some way to fell the giant. Now, how can you help? You can do that? Oh, how can I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds.
Well, the birds will help.
Ow.
When the giant returns, they'll attack her and peck out her eyes till she's blind.
Then what?
Well, then you can surprise her. You can strike her, or whatever you do to kill the giant.
When she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch. Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
Yes.
And I will strike her from
How
behind.
are we going to strike her? Lure her where?
Yes, where?
A tower.
What tower?
Over there between those two trees. An old tower.
Yes, send her to the tower.
All right. All right, we have to try something quick. It will be dark soon.
Oh, here.
I'm excited.
Come on.
No, little one, I know. You want your mother.
Mary Patrick, what are you doing in those old clothes and with the child? We must go back to the castle at once.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right?
Yes.
My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine, that I would never wish for more. And part of me is content and as happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that doesn't mean I went in search of it. This is how you behave as a prince. What kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I didn't ask to be born a king, and I'm not perfect.
I think that you should go.
Leave, but I do love you.
Consider that I have been lost, a victim of the giant.
Is this what you truly wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Your house was a dream. Now I want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. Do you see them over there?
Yes.
When the giant comes, we are to send her over there.
Oh, good.
I wanted to climb the tower too.
I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think my mother and my granny would be upset with me.
Why?
Well, they said to always make them proud. Here I am about to kill somebody.
Not somebody, but a giant who's been doing harm.
The giant is a person. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're alone. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you. Halfway through the war. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide who. But no one is alone.
I wish.
I know.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Hey. Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giants, trying to protect you, and she was struck a deadly blow by the Princess Stewart.
Oh no. Why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
That Stewart will pay for this. After we slay the giants, I will slay him.
He'll do nothing of the kind.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
Yes, sir.
Then he must die.
Well, no.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
If he did what was wrong, he should be punished.
He will be. Somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm gonna kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Others eternal.
Things, right things.
That's what she said.
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things, right things.
You lost your way.
You decide that you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is
No one is
alone.
alone. Believe me.
Truly,
You move just a finger. Say the slightest word.
mistakes.
Holding to their own, thinking they're wrong. There are mistakes.
All their mistakes.
Everybody makes
One on the list, and more mistakes.
Riches can't be right. John's
Good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good.
just
Just
remember.
remember, someone is on your side. Our side, someone else is not. While we're seeing our side maybe we forgot. We are not alone. No one is
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will come out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side. No one is.
Where is the boy?
Yes, we do! We can't go on hiding him any longer! Jack must pay the price for his wrongs!
Quick! Tell me where he is.
Over there! See that tower? Jack is in that tower, hiding!
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
The slotted spoon can catch the potato.
The greater the good, the harder the blood.
Every knot was one straight row.
We're going to hide. Know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first.
The higher the throne, the longer the fall. Agreed. Agreed.
You all right?
Yes.
Now we can all return home. Let's hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have known to take care of me.
You'll have to take care of yourself. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of you.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now.
Well, I don't want another mother. I want a friend. And a pet.
Of course, we've nowhere to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, it'll be fun.
But my house is a shambles, and there's no... Of course, you can move in with us.
And you'll join us too.
You'll not return to the castle?
I will gladly help you with your house. There are times when I actually enjoy cleaning. Oh, dear. How proud your wife would have been of you.
How sad it is that my son don't have me. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
How will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Calm the child.
tell him the story of how it all happened, my father and mother, you'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the war. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be alright now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, lived a young maiden, a sad young lad, and a childless baby with his wife.
Careful the things you